Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of Mug&Play. I am Nick. Today we're playing more Bustories. We met two interesting characters last time. One was a lady who was a criminal, or former criminal, and the other one was a guy who just couldn't seem to hold a job and liked to set things on fire. Anyway, what's this guy's deal? He's got a big old goatee, big hair. He looks like a friend of mine. Wow, sorry man. Ow. Nope, I am not drunk. Oh, maybe a little. If you continue to look at me like that, I will quickly sober up. The fuck does that mean? Aww. I hate buses. This is my only option for not now. I mean, do you mean for now? But God, how I hate them. I hate this ragged seats. I hate rush hours when people turn into a pushing mass, which is just dying for the opportunity to start a scandal with me. I remember a long time ago I got on a bus that drove fans from a football match. That bus was the quintessence of my hatred to this transport. However, the most disgusting thing was the football fans. Like, oh, yeah, I mean, I don't really watch football. Alright, I'm gonna eat some pizza and some steakums. Ooh, that filled me up quite a lot. And I'm gonna drink this. Anyway, you were saying, I hate football, a disgusting sport. I don't know why it's so popular these days. It's glorious, absolutely undeserved. For me, it's more interesting to watch flies in a football match. Well, then you must be watching the wrong kind of football match. I mean, I don't even watch football, and I still think it's more interesting than flies. You can't gamble on flies. Not that you should gamble on sports. Oh, how interesting it is to look at a madman who is not touched, but he lies and writhes in misery. Oh, are you talking about soccer? Okay. Oh, who knows? But yeah, those guys, like, you flick them on the ear and they act like somebody shot their kneecaps. Great actors die in them. Are you saying that they should be actors instead? Have them be on, like, soap operas and whatnot? And about false popularity. It's just a waste of resources of human civilization. Well, people gotta do fun stuff. You don't gotta knock it just because it's not your thing. Doesn't mean other people can't like it. Don't be so judgy. I'm gonna call you Judgy Jason. Even more, that this is its main mistake. All problems of the humankind are connected with this disgusting phenomenon. Why do you think global warming appeared? Because of soccer? It was all because of rap singer. Alright, I think you're a conspiracy theorist. What can be dumber than wearing these clothes that are 3 sizes bigger? Well, you know what? Fashion is subjective, so a grimy cap. I also hate them, by the way. And the funniest thing about all this is the content. Just think about it. A rich singer receives millions for one performance. Well, sounds like you're peanut butter and jealous, man. Is that why you're drinking? Because you're peanut butter and jealous? He sings about how he's forced to do criminal stuff in the ghetto. You don't know people's struggles. Absurd. Just work for the target audience. For a second, I thought he said just work for Target, and I can tell you because of 4 non-consecutive occasions, don't work at Target. I mean, you can if you want to. They're not terrible. It's just it's a job. It's whatever. Just work for the target audience. Deception. Damn business creates a culture in order to be more successful and sell more. This is a new kind of advertising. Now they create consumer ideals. Convince me I need this one. Yes. For example, the same damn cap. What? Are you mad that he's like a rapper wears a hat and people want to wear that hat? That's just called promotion. That's not a terrible thing. I mean, yeah, it's a little selloutish, but it's not the end of the world. Everyone does it, but there's no practical value in it. Yeah, there is. Talk to anybody who understands anything about advertising, you jerk. But you would know that because you're drunk. I buy it because it's fashionable, and this is a lie, just like football. After all, most of the football fans are not interested in it. They're afraid to admit that. I'm pretty sure some of them have a real ride or die attitude when it comes to soccer. I mean, go ask anybody from Europe. They like football a lot. Soccer football, not like American football. and but Americans like American football like you wouldn't believe. Holy shit. An opposed culture of consumption. Well, I mean, advertises money to be had, so to a degree I sort of understand, I guess. This is the main reason for the existence of such useless and unnecessary phenomena. Do I really need a new phone when the previous model came out just a year ago? No, you don't need it. But this is now an old thing, even if it still works well. It is horrifying that the whole industry can be made for cultural reasons. Well, I can understand not wanting a phone to have planned obsolescence. That's not good. And you can sell anything. It is necessary only to convince that it is fashionable or elite. They can even create traditions and parasitize on them for decades. Do you know the story of diamonds or gold on gold rings? No, but you're gonna tell me anyway, aren't you? Yes, it's a tradition to give rings with diamonds. It was also forced from outside. The advertising campaign, Diamonds Forever, said that only with the help of such a ring you can prove your love. One of the most successful deceptions in the world. Well, I mean, I agree with that. If somebody really cares, then they won't care what kind of ring you get them, as long as it's, nice. My goodness, my character's thirsty. Listening to this guy is exhausting. Since it has become a tradition almost all over the world, the most terrible thing is that even now the company that imposed the stereotype is alive and thriving. Yes, she not only created a niche, but was for a long time the only major supplier of these precious stones. Well, perhaps I'll walk a bit. I don't like how they look at me. I hate such moments. Did he just jump out the bus? Be like, perhaps I'll walk for a while. Yeah. And he just bailed. Alright. Cool, man. Well, I'm gonna go pee and poop now. Took care of that. Gonna buy some more food. Going to the shop. Oh no, my health went down a little bit. And I'm super thirsty. Can I just drink this here? Oh my god, I can. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna chug this stuff right in front of you. I'm just drinking like all these drinks in front of the cashier. And I'm not breaking eye contact at all. So, let's get a taco and a burger. Eat them both here. Delish. So we don't have to, worry as much. And we'll get an apple and a cookie and another cookie and some bread. All those things you should eat on the trip. And I gotta go to the toilet one more time. Drop that off. Alright. And let's go back on the road. I didn't like that last guy very much. He was argumentative and rude. Let's go in the tunnel. Who are we gonna meet in the tunnel? The tunnel of new friends. That's what I'm gonna call this. This is the tunnel of new friends. That was short. Hey, cherry blossoms. Or so I would assume. And a rock! Aw, what's up, buddy? Why you sad? Oh, damn it. It's so hot. I've been on this bus for 2 days already. According to the map, I still have 5 or 6 hours to go. To tell the truth, I'm not good at it, and I can be wrong. I just hate buses. And on those rare occasions where I'm forced to go by bus, I pray that some loser does not sit next to me and does not begin talking about everything being bad for him. What a fucking asshole that guy would be. Wouldn't you agree? My car is in the car service, so I'm where I am. Okay. Oh, it's getting serviced. I get it. Funny story. I was going to work in the morning on the highway. Everything was as usual, but that day I got up late. In a hurry, I forgot to go to the toilet at home. I stopped the car. I went on doing my business. I returned. There was no car. I saw several cars and a crowd of people quite far away. When I came closer, I understood the reason. Did you stop on the highway to go pee on the side of the road and then something hit your car? What? I forgot to use the handbrake and it rolled down the track. Thank God no one was hurt as the car moved to the side of the road and crashed into a tree. People got out of their cars and yelled, "Where is its owner? Where is this idiot?" And I said I was taking a shit in the bushes, goddammit. I also began to scream unhappily. Yes, where is this dumbass? Where is it? Let's wait. He will return. And I waited. People began to leave one by one. They told me that the owner was not going to show up and we might go. Hell, I answered like, no, I will wait until the end and you go. When everyone left, I got into the car and drove back home. Oh, I see. So you were pretending to not be like, this isn't my car, who's this guy? You know, I'll wait for him. You go on home. I'll report back. Meanwhile, I'm having a cookie and just chowing down. Yeah. I told my boss that I got a flu, and while my car is under repair, I have to ride a bus. So you just said you've been on the bus for 2 days. And then you have 5 or 6 hours to... How long is your commute? Like, it's always hot, there's no air conditioning, and when you try to open a window, there must be some old asshole who will scream that it's too cold. It's always shaking, and country music is always on very loud. I don't know, this sounds like elevator music, man. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't sound like... I'm going to get crazy and start singing myself. When you leave the bus, you're all sweaty and smelly and feel broken. And how do you manage to sleep in it? This is horribly uncomfortable. And finally, my stop. Goodbye. I will no longer have to sit on these rags. How long have I been here? All right. Let's go outside. And you know, we don't have to... Well, let's go to the shop first. Get something to eat. All we do is eat and just stay on this bus. Let's eat. Let's have some bread. Let's have an apple. We'll buy some french fries and some chicken. And, drink this bottle of Jack Daniels right here. And, we'll get a sparkling water. Top off all of our stuff. And we're gonna go to the toilet. I like how it makes the kersplunch sound, like the splat of like, or the, not even a splat, a plop. All right. How many more stops do we have to go? I thought it said 8 stops to finish. Okay, maybe this is the last one. Oh, hey, dude. The bus is the perfect place to sleep, man. The landscapes of nature flit outside the window. Music is playing on the background. People sometimes talk. If I suffer from insomnia, the bus always helps. Keys, phone, money, and other valuables, I leave it at home. I take only money for the travel and give it at the entrance. It seems like everyone in this bus tells you their stories. Probably it's because you can listen. I think many would want such a friend. Aw, thanks. Although somebody overuses it and becomes an energy vampires. Let me tell you my story, man. All these people, they've been sucking the life out of you with their angry tales. Let me tell you a cool tale, man. I studied martial art from the master of Tao Cacao. Cacao! They say he's the strongest person on earth. He taught me for many years. Every morning we got up at dawn and started training. Master Mao Tao is a very wise man. One day we were walking through the meadow, and a little boy began laughing at us. We wanted to teach the boy a lesson, but the teacher stopped us, and just silently listened to insults in his address. This went on for quite some time. This kid was really good. Pretty sure he was some sort of insult comic. But either way, we loved it. At one point, the boy got fed up and died down. Why are you listening to all this and tell nothing in return, he asked. The teacher answered in the same calm way. You had a choice, to insult me or not. But whether you take your insults or not, this is my choice. I renounce your insults. They are not worth it. You can take them back to yourself. And then he shattered his kneecaps and broke his legs in 6 places, man. It was chill. He was basically like, you can take those insults, shove them right up your ass. And then he broke his fucking legs. Damn! Also, I'm a game developer. I'm making a little game. It's called Bustories. Oh, I see what you did there. Do you mind if I tell you about the creation of the game? Sure, let's get meta. You actually know that I will tell you anyway. You do not have a choice. The idea of this game to get me when I was traveling by bus. Unexpectedly, right? I'm still not going anywhere, just riding to get some inspiration. A little about myself: I like to travel, especially on buses, especially at night, especially listening to good music. I find it romantic in some way. So let's move on to the story of creation. March. Evening. It's already dark outside. I'm going home on the bus in a disgusting mood. I'm looking through the window, listening to music. I'm sorting through the concepts for a new game, and at some point I realized that no one had ever done a game about the bus passenger. Yes, a game about the passenger, not the driver. I took out the phone and began to write the ideas. There were a lot of them, but not all of them were used in the final game. For example, initially I planned to make different levels of complexity. The higher the complexity, the greater the distance you need to travel. In the plans, there was a scale of drowsiness, where when you fill it up, the player falls asleep. If the player falls asleep, there was a chance that his money and stuff from his backpack would be stolen. God damn! Put that in! That'd be pretty cool. I mean, it wouldn't be cool to have your stuff stolen, but it would be a cool thing to implement, where you gotta, like, stay awake. Oh, I like how you can eat the fries all, like, one by one. Anyway, I also wanted to add a selection of buses. The player would have to choose a bus. When traveling on cheap buses, there would be more money left, but then there would be a high chance of being robbed. There would also be expensive buses. In them, the chance of you being robbed is minimal. I like that. And that reminds me of a game I used to play in elementary school where you like ran a hot dog stand and you had to choose between low and high quality ingredients and what to charge. It was basically like how to run a business. It was interesting. So I'm sure I missed something. Wait a sec. Yes? Ah, sure. Initially, the player could choose where to sit on the bus. He could change to any free seat. Each place will give some sort of bonus to certain parameters. By the way, I myself take the back seats. Nobody usually seats there, and it is free. It's comfortable to sleep there. I didn't realize the back of the bus was free? I don't know, maybe it is where you come from. Now let me tell you about the visual part. In the first version of the game, the graphics were made in the form of black and white sketches. It looked too simple. Then I increased the resolution and decided to paint everything in color. I started with the trees, then I drew the grass. Everything went well until it came to the characters. Spent a very long time sorting out the options for how the characters should look. At first they turned out to be very strange and terrible, as if they were dolls, not people. Now everything looks fine. Oh, we've talked for so long. Wait. Ah, hold the door! Oh, he almost missed his stop. Alright. Well, since it said 8 stops to finish, have we made it? Did we reach to the end? I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna call it there. And if there's more to it, then I don't know. It seems like we're missing stuff from this area. Are we back at the original stop? Either way. Let's get some drinks. We're gonna drink 3 cans of Dr. Pepper in front of this guy's face. And then eat a cookie. Alright. Let's get some drinks. Let's get some foods. Let's go back. Let's go to the toilet. Go to the toilet. And then next time on Mug&Play, I don't know if I'm going to keep going with this game. I think it's interesting. We'll try 3 episodes right now, but we made it. We talked to 9 people, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we talked to 8 people. So who knows? Maybe we'll go to the next stop. Maybe go to the final stop next time. But I don't know. But either way, thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, be sure to poke that like button right in the eye. Today's question of the day: what is the worst trip you have ever been on? Not the best, but the worst. What was terrible about it? What made it terrible for me? Or terrible for you? What made it terrible? For me, it was when I was in high school. I took a trip to Chicago, and I just had a bad time the whole time. I didn't have any money to spend on cool stuff. It was very windy and bitter and cold, and I hate the bitter cold. And I don't know. I was just in a foul mood the whole time, and I just didn't have a good time. And it actually made me dislike Chicago for a while. Now I think Chicago's freaking awesome. But either way, it was a bad trip, man. I don't know if that's the worst one, but that's the first bad trip I can think of. But either way, leave a comment below. We'll have a discussion about bad ones. Maybe I'll throw in another story down there. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you should totally hit that subscribe button so you can see more content. It would mean a lot to me. I'm also on Twitch, twitch.tv/MugAndPlay. You can see me play games live, and then I make compilations of them. In case you can't make the live streams, you can check out the Twitch recaps here on YouTube. But thanks so much. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!